Well, g'day everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm lucky enough to be in the presence of a guru on the livescope. It's one of my workmates, Brendan, call sign Dozer. So we're heading out to Bona today, and this is the first time I've had anything to do with livescope. So let's see what all the fuss is about.
So target species today, Andrew, gummy shark. Oh, no, that's saltwater. No, obviously try and grab a slab of yellow belly and some reddies if times are tough. So
that sounds good, mate. It sounds good. It looks a bit sophisticated, a little bit flashier than what I got on the tinny.
Yes, well, they do say all the gear and no idea.
Oh well,
I'm the classic case of that. So we'll see how we go. Should be a good day.
Let's do it.
Special thanks to GFAB Engineering for my mounts and Ram Mounts Australia.
So Brendan, give us a rundown on this. For those that have never used livescope before, like me, what are we looking at?
Okay, so I've got the active target, Series 1 livescope. Had it for about 12 months, by no means an expert. Has helped me catch some good fish. Theory is that you can see the fish actually underwater, and that sonar transmits onto your screen, and you can see your lure position in relation to the fish's position, and try and I guess tease it into a bite. I've got it. I always have mine set in forward mode. There's 3 different modes: forward, scout, and down. I just find forward the best, and effectively you get a 15-degree wedge in which you can cast your lure, and anything in that 15-degree wedge is catchable. That's pretty much the theory. The handle indicates which way the sonar is pointing, so I'll try and cast in line with the handle, and that way you can see your lure, and we'll get some footage of that today.
Awesome.
Cool.
Righto, well let's get some lures wet.
Let's do it.
That's straight out.
He's after you. Yeah, keep going, keep going. Jig it. Here it comes.
Oh,
Jig it. Oh, he's hungry.
so hopefully it'll pick it up. We've got a yellow belly about there. There he is. So Brendan's going to have a crack at it.
Not a bad fish, actually.
Well, we're about 3 hours in now. quite a few casts between the two of us. This livescope's good. Tells you that there's fish there. Just doesn't tell you what the menu is for them. But, what are your thoughts, Brendan?
A lot going through my head at the moment as a captain of a vessel that hasn't caught a fish yet.
It's a lot riding on your shoulders, mate.
There is. The grind.
The grind. We're into the grind. It's that period where you go out and expect to catch a fish straight off, and 3 hours later you haven't had a touch, but you keep persisting, and that's why they call it fishing, not catching. Otherwise, if it was easy, everyone would do it. Not just two stupid blokes in a boat.
Let it sink, let it sink, let it sink, let it sink. Literally just here.
Yeah. So it's getting on towards the middle of the day, and there's a bit of a rule of thumb: the higher the sun, the lower your lure. So we've both swapped over to some spinner baits at the moment and just see how we go. At the moment, fish 1, live scope 0, but it's been a bit of fun actually, I must admit. I'll save my judgment to the end of the day, but at the moment it's fun. The day's great. What more can you ask? In a little bit of open water, there's a few trees in front of us, but Brendan sounded one up sort of mid-water. What's he, how far away, mate?
So he's sitting at 15. There's a pair of them which a mate of mine told me at the moment they're obviously pairing up.
Yep. Doing the horizontal mumbo in the water.
And I'm short. So good line, but I was short with that cast. And it is rather hard at the moment with this breeze to hold this spot. Fish holding on that. You can see him, there's a fish sitting in there. I mean, the clarity depends on the wind and the waves that are hitting the boat does affect the clarity. I generally have mine set out at 25 metres and with auto depth.
Well, I must admit, this is a little bit of fun. It's a bit like playing an arcade game, really. You sound them up and you can see your lure chasing them, and whether they're hungry or not, it's up to them. But there's definitely some interest being shown in our lures so far. And
it's totally not our technique that's at fault right now.
No, not at all. Or our lures. I think they're just not hungry.
Yeah, no.
So,
I'm blaming water temperature,
yeah.
wind, barometer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. The moon.
The moon.
But Brendan's just got one up here now. Or two, actually, there's two there. So it's always a good indication if we've got two on the screen that is a yellow belly. They're starting to pair up at the moment, or have been for a little while now, and going into their mating ritual. Just switched over a little McGrath redfin hard body vibe, and it's got a good rattle in it, and there's a few schools of bait fish showing up. So those bait fish would be redfin. So in fly fishing terms, Brendan, we are matching the hatch. Well, mate, it's not as if we're not having a crack.
We're having a crack, mate. Again, blaming the weather.
The boat's out here too.
Oh, hideous. Haven't people got a job to do?
I know. There are quite a few boats out here today for a weekday.
Must be a few firemen on rest days. Yeah.
But anyway, it is a beautiful day out here on Lake Hume.
Hope we brought our corn kernels. We might have to catch them carp.
So we're back onto the soft plastic black grubs. Both of us are using assist hooks, and we've been using the what they call the shake and bake method. So as you're lifting your rod tip, you wiggle your rod, or you give the butt a bit of a whack, and that doesn't sound real good, does it?
No.
Anyway,
keep your bedroom life out of it.
That's what you do, and it's obviously a good technique, as we've seen them come up to the lure and suss the lure out heaps of times, but they're just not willing to take it. So it's obviously a really good method to use to get their interest, but I suppose if they're not hungry, they're not hungry. Well, mate, she's been a grind. But look, Brendan showed me the active target. I'm in two minds about it. It will show you where the fish are, and it will show you the fish following your lure. It won't get them to eat your lure. So I suppose it has its advantages and disadvantages. But it's been a great day out here today, I must admit. Unfortunately, we can't show you a fish.
Well, we can on the screen.
Yeah.
Just not in the boat.
Yeah, we might put up a picture of a fish.
Yeah. Nah, it's been a good day, Butch. Thanks for having me.
No, thank you for bringing me out on your vessel, mate.
Guru is a loose term with active target this morning. Glad to get you out on my boat finally. We've talked about it for a while. So
we have, yeah. And we'll do it again.
Thanks, man.
Right on, mate. Well, when you've got a lure in the water, you've got half a chance.
How many more sleeps till cod season?
Yeah, we've booked them in for 11:30, so depending on the traffic.
Did you do the drawdown at Eildon, Mulwala in a kayak? Yeah, that was bad. One, and the male was attached to it, so I netted both. Idiot! Who does that?
He doesn't like my spinnerbait. I don't know why. It's quite a sexy looking one, really. Made by the now defunct Firefish spinnerbaits.
Owned and operated by?
Owned and operated by, by myself, yours truly.